Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media, on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in sunny Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Matt Metris in rainy Rochester, New York.
You know what sucks about rain, Matt?
What's that?
You can't wear sunscreen.
That's true.
You can't. And wow. You know, my favorite scent of sunscreen smells like coconut. However, whenever I've had tequila infused with coconut, it smells like I'm drinking copper tone. And that's what I'm afraid of, because today we are going to be tasting and dissecting SipMargs coconut margarita. Okay. Very minimal design on the cans. I like it. It's simple. It's not too crowded, not too flashy. The flavors so far have been really very well done. Okay. But I will say that on occasion, Rick and I have had, again, some poor, we've had some poor coconut infused tequilas. And again, he hates me for it, but but see, what Rick does is he salvages it and somehow figures out how to make a cocktail with what we got. And that's how we did one with, we did a strawberry flavored tequila liqueur. And he made a paloma out of it and used the strawberry. It worked out really well. So I'm kind of anxious to see what this is all about. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, coconut, generally speaking, isn't mixed with tequila. I mean, pina coladas, right?
Yeah, that's really the coconut go-to, right? Pina colada, a lot of rum-based drinks. Painkillers, that kind of stuff would mix with coconut, but yeah, not very common not a lot of coconuts growing in Jalisco when you think about that. So
not on the coast, maybe,
yeah,
the beach, but I mean, you know, they are on the beach near the shore. Yeah, they're drinking fresh coconut water, or fresh coconut or milk. I guess I'm afraid of both, but that's just me. So what we've been doing is we've been opening these and tasting them at room temperature, and then we will taste it cold. Just be aware that these have a
can't win, Mike. I can't win.
I can't win. I just got it all over the floor again, but I didn't get it on my keyboard. Let me pour, and so let me pour this coconut margarita in my Flor de Caña rocks glass. It's not rum, but the glass is listed as a rum glass.
An upgrade from the Dodgers one.
Well, no, it's not. You must be a Yankee fan.
Oh, Mets fan, actually.
Oh, you're a Mets fan.
No.
Well, then I personally, if I have to root for anybody in New York, it's Mets.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the default setting. Well, we're going to alienate a lot of watchers.
Well, we're a National League town here in LA, so what can I tell you?
Yeah.
Even though the Angels want to be, they want some of that. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Come on, who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? All right, so this is a little bit murky.
Yeah, a little murky, a little margarita-y color.
Yeah, I mean, they're not supposed to be clear, although we've had some that were clear also this year.
With a traditional margarita, you typically don't want to be able to see through it, because that means you don't have fresh lime juice in there. So,
wow, look at that. A little inside baseball, folks.
Yeah. You don't want that sour mix, because you can see right through
it. No, it's suntan lotion. It's suntan lotion.
It does have a copper tone.
Yeah. It does have a copper tone.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I missed the pun there. We were in Jamaica a couple weeks ago, and my son had his first fresh coconut with a machete chopped off the top.
Oh, really?
He loved it. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's not as intense, and I think they're cutting it with whatever lime juice. And Are they still using triple sec with this thing? Because I didn't
Yeah,
should write.
tequila with triple sec and lime juice and flavor.
Okay. And you know what? When they say tequila with triple sec, that leads me to believe that they are using a mixto because there is no NOM number on the can. So technically, if they're using tequila, we're going to err on that side and say they're using mixto tequila, which is okay. I'm good with that. But so possibly what's cutting it's a triple sec.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's not. I mean, I can smell it, but it's not as intense.
It's not even not as intense as the mango was. Like the mango was really, really strong.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I will say that the coconut infused tequilas smell more over the top than this one does. This is kind of muted, so we're gonna dive in. Here we go.
Still got a lot of that tart limeness up front, but in some of the previous ones, the lime was coating your mouth, and I feel like the coconut's coating my mouth in this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting here too.
It's not bad though. It almost tastes like if you took a margarita and a pina colada and mixed them together.
Oh no. You're cleaning up at the end of the day, right? You're just gonna,
I've been as we go through takes, I've been pouring my leftovers in here, all the different flavors. I'll try that at the end of the night.
Isn't that called jungle juice or something?
Yeah, right.
That's called a mind eraser or something.
Oh.
I want to hate it, but I don't.
Yeah. That's a good way to approach it, right?
It's true, because again, we've had so many poor experiences with infused and flavored tequilas that, especially when it comes to the same flavors, okay, that you're just skittish. You're just like, I don't want to get hurt again. It's like falling in love one more time.
I'm excited to try it at cold.
Cold, okay. Well, let me run one more pass through here.
Okay.
I don't want to say that I'm licking some young lady's arm and her suntan lotion is coming off on my tongue. I don't want to,
You and I go to very different beaches.
Yeah. There's Black Beach down in San Diego.
I'm not really much of a beach person. You can see from my Northern European complexion that the sun and I don't get along very well.
Honestly, I don't like beaches either because I don't like the sand in my shorts. I'd rather have a pool, but that's just me. All right, so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go grab a cold one and be right back with cold coconut margarita. Let's see what this is like. So I have a cold one.
Me too.
And so does Matt. We're going to open these up, taste them at cold in our rocks glass. Just point it the other direction. That was better. What's funny, I guess, is what happens is the effervescence is much better behaved when it's cold.
I agree.
This is the most I've ever spilled warm on my floor. And we've done several of these this year. But anyway, I just opened it. I'm gonna pour it cold in my Flor de Caña rocks glass.
Probably some science around the effervescence and temperature.
Yeah, but that we'll leave that for the academics.
Yeah. You are an effervescence expert. Please.
An effervescence expert. Please
report to us in the comments.
Leave us a comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Tell us how it reacts to the cold versus warm. I guess what happens is that if it's warm, it's activated. The bubbles activate. Where they're cold, they're dormant.
Like when you
they're in suspended animation. The bubbles are suspended in animation until oxygen hits it. I don't know. Okay.
We'll go with it. Science with Mike and Matt.
Yeah.
Coming to you on the Tequila Aficionado media channel.
That's right. Hey, we just start a whole new, it's like Beavis and Butthead or something, right? Yeah. Okay, the coconut way more muted now as it's colder.
Mhm.
And I like it that way. Honestly, I'm okay with this smell versus what I had warm.
Yeah, this smell reminds me of a frozen pina colada.
Yeah.
That sweetness and the coconut mixed together.
See, and it does. It's like counterintuitive. I don't even want tequila in this now. I want, I want Flor de Caña,
Mhm.
or a rum or something. Yeah, it's way more muted. I like it. I like it better at room temp, or I mean at cold. Let's dive in and see what we get. See what's okay. You first.
Okay. Definitely has its tartness, but I think it's better balanced by the coconut than it was in the previous two that we tried. Like, it's a nice subtle tart. It's not an in-your-face kind of sour, make you pucker. The effervescence is much more well behaved cold in your mouth. So you can break down the science when it's your turn. But the coconut is very subtle, and I like it.
Where at room temp the coconut was coating my palate, and that's what I was afraid of, like something oily. And I don't know what they're using, coconut oil maybe, I don't know. But at cold, it's much less muted, and it's more, you're right, it's more balanced out with the lime. Coconut's like mango. It's a very hardy fruit with leaves a lasting impression. It's very difficult to deal with. It's a tough, I think it's a tough ingredient to make it work.
Yeah. And lime and coconut are not a typical combination that we see unless you put the lime in the coconut
and mix it all up. Yeah.
But we in the cocktail world, you don't see these two flavors together very often, but it works.
Although you will see it in movies and in songs.
Yes, that's true.
Putting the lime in the coconut and mix it all up.
If we let pop culture dictate all of our cocktail choices, we'd be in sad shape.
Even the aroma is nice. I've got to say, I wanted to hate it, folks. I can't. This is actually very good.
Yeah.
I mean, the coconut's going to do. That's right. There's Matt's makeshift paddle. It's a Brand of Promise nominee. The coconut is like mango. It's just a very difficult fruit and ingredient to work with. But I think they succeeded with this recipe. They did it right.
Yeah.
Because there's so many of them that are doing it wrong. I mean, like I said at the beginning, when you have multiple expressions of RTDs, 3 of the 4 are going to be great, and then there's going to be one dog.
We only have one left.
Well, yeah, and they have they have one expression they didn't send to us, which
that's true.
It's kind of, again, counterintuitive to have like a 5-pack, or what was this?
This was an 8-pack.
This was an 8-pack, so they have to have like a
10-pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
15 works.
Well, it's kind of like why are hot dogs and hot dog buns not the same, right?
Now we're getting existential on the show. That's big bun. That's that's a whole conspiracy that we don't want to dig into on YouTube. We'll get banned.
Oh no, I'm sure if you're watching us on YouTube, just go ahead and run the search. I'm sure you'll find a conspiracy theory about why buns and hot dogs don't mix. Why there's always a mismatch. Same thing with flavored margaritas, I guess. It's always going to be a mismatch. All right. What can we say about this company? There's not a whole lot of information on it. On their website, it's very minimal.
For this particular flavor, it says cool and light with an unmistakable coconut essence. Marg's coconut margarita is mildly sweet and refreshing with big tropical flavor. Wow.
Thank you, Johnny. Tell them what they want, Don. You see where they got information on here on the can, okay? It's just Margs, okay? And it says Margs, and they give you the like it's an urban dictionary, okay? And it says informal slang for margaritas. 2, a uniquely refreshing, easy to drink cocktail with just the right touch of sweetness. Or 3, this is these definitions, right? Your new favorite margarita, no shaking required. Yeah, I wouldn't shake this at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
strongly discouraged.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you not only drink responsibly, but remember, don't shake it.
Yeah.
Don't even stir it, because at this point, shaken or stirred, you're in trouble.
Mhm.
I again, I wanted to hate it. I don't. I actually, this is really enjoyable, and I'm not a big coconut guy, but now you said you recently had fresh coconut. How close?
Yeah.
How close are we with this?
I will be honest with you. I didn't have the fresh coconut. I let my son drink it. It was $5, so to buy on the beach. So we got one. I let him have the whole.
You're a cryptocurrency guy. You could sneeze $5.
Have you seen the cryptocurrency market lately? It's not good right now.
I like it. I like it. I'm impressed. They impressed the heck out of me. But that's our take on SipMargs. That's the coconut. Let me show that up again on the camera. It's, if you've had it, folks, this is RTD season. By the time you see this, it could be the end of RTD season. I'm not sure. Probably not. We're beginning to release so many of these because there's so many submissions that we're just releasing them as we go. Okay, so if you're watching us on YouTube, keep an eye out because we're streaming them all. Okay, and if you've had this version of SipMargs, and didn't you say that, Matt, that their distribution is just limited right now?
Yeah, it looked like they had a map on their website. It was mostly Florida, good coverage in Florida, and then the tri-state, what we call the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
Yeah, and parts, of course, these guys have come out of Pennsylvania, which technically is a control state. So, I don't know how they're doing that. But anyway, if you've had it and you like it, what are you doing with it? Are you using it are you enhancing it, putting more tequila in it? Maybe more triple sec, whatever you're doing with it. Tell us, taking it to a pirate game. I don't know. But that's our take on SipMargs. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Matt Metris in Rochester, New York.
You've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. Please subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the notification bell. Give us a like, because that does help with the algorithm. Otherwise, my life doesn't work without the algorithm. And if you subscribe, great. We'll be together forever.
We got to rank higher than hot dog conspiracies.
Yeah, then we'll go there, right? Whatever you do, folks, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.